All right.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Dennis. And Lewis, thank you for some of the sneak peek to Support Assist. I think that stuff is great. I'm going to take it a little bit deeper here and hopefully give everybody a good understanding of what the tool and technology can do for you and kind of some of the top use cases and features that are available. So if you could go to the next slide for me, Austin. Support Assist all starts with our Tech Direct portal, right? So that is a web-based portal that is free to register for any of our customers. And really, we've designed this to be a modern and intelligent IT management portal that kind of spans the end-to-end life cycle of the PCs, right? The goal of this is to show both the big picture and next steps across your PC fleet anytime, anywhere. Um, as you get more familiar with Tech Direct, you're going to understand that it's pretty customizable. Lots of different services live inside this platform, really spanning the end to end throughout the PC lifecycle, giving you good insight to the visibility, some remote management capabilities, and again, flexibility to customize your experience as you need. Go to the next slide for me, Austin. So Support Assist specifically. And just to start, this is really kind of a two-part solution, right? So Support Assist is an application that we would install on the PC to facilitate a telemetry collection as well as the remote remediation capabilities that are available. So the local app that's on the PC gathers and transports that data back to TechDirect, where to Lewis's point, you get a single pane of glass to view the information that's being collected as well as act on some of the recommendations that Dell provides. This really is our connectivity technology for managing your client devices with the end goal to help you stay in control of the best possible PC experience. As you learn about this, there are lots of features that are available. We've already hit on a couple of those, so automating tasks and allowing the PCs to self-heal themselves. There's also the option to upload your own custom PowerShell script. So if we don't have some kind of self-healing script that's available and you would prefer to upload your own script, you are welcome to do that and use Support Assist as the vehicle that delivers that across the fleet. One of the best features of Support Assist is going to be the proactive and predictive issue detection. And this is really talking about replacing parts before they fail, right? So Support Assist allows you as an organization to shift from reacting to incidents to actually predicting those incidents. And I mean, at the end of the day, who doesn't like to know that a part needs to be replaced before the end user experiences that failure and then is trying to scramble and open help desk tickets and contact Dell, so on and so forth. We also do offer a really good analysis of the PC health and the performance. This does go pretty deep into component level utilization metrics, things like the CPU utilization, graphics card utilization, memory consumption, storage, thermals, battery. Lots of great details, really designed to help you understand how well is my PC fleet performing, and if there are issues, where do those issues exist, and what are some of the steps that I can take, all leading back to improving and providing that best possible experience for your end user. One of the biggest use cases of this tool is the ability to remotely update your systems. So we're talking about Dell BIOS, drivers, firmware, Dell applications. Very similar to Dell Command Update in that regard, but the advantage here is that it's within one single application that offers a lot more capability on top of just performing the updates. Of course, this does tie into the 24/7 support that you have available through Pro Support and Pro Support Plus. There are some remote management capabilities that can be enabled for our technical support teams. So it really just improves that support experience when you're working with Dell support and gives us a little bit more insight to what's going on with the specific PC, which typically leads to a quicker resolution. Then finally, I've been talking about PC fleet management. Of course, we do offer the ability for Support Assist to manage a single PC as well as all the PCs in the fleet. Austin, can you go to the next slide for me? Awesome. So what I wanted to do was just touch on a couple of the top features and use cases, really the proactive and predictive technology, some of the remote update options, and then finally wrap up with the self-healing automation. So Austin, can you move forward for me? Very good. I like this chart because it kind of visualizes how the AI predicts issues with Support Assist. So if you think through the scenario here, talking about a hard drive failure, but if you look at the left-hand side, we've got a PC here that is being monitored by SupportAssist. So it's routinely collecting telemetry data and transporting that back to TechDirect as well as Dell Technologies' AI machine learning system. As soon as we detect a failure is going to happen or has happened, we're going to notify you guys, right? So you'll have the ability to define which contacts of the organization receive these notifications. But in a sense, when that part is predicted to fail, we're going to notify you. We can also automatically open a service request with Dell and get an engineer assigned, and then we will ship that part out to you for replacement. Now, the really cool thing about this is that typically for things like batteries, solid state drives, hard drives, memory modules, things like that, some of your top replaced components, when we predict that issue, most of the time we can replace that part before the failure happens, which is going to lead to a much better experience for your end user, right? I mean, nobody wants to come into work today, tried to boot up my system, hard drives failed, now I can't work, right? So this just puts in place a system that allows you to know about those failures before they happen and then leads to a smoother repair experience and more uptime for the end user. Austin, next slide, please. Awesome. Now to touch a little bit on the remote updates, I mentioned it was similar to Dell Command Update, but there are some differences here and there are some advantages with using SupportAssist. We do offer two primary methods for performing the updates, and that is going to be your Dell recommended updates and your custom catalog updates. Starting with the recommended updates, the way SupportAssist works is it scans and looks at what is currently installed on the device, right? What version is installed, when was the release date, things of that nature. It automatically cross-references and in a sense does the homework for you, right? So it looks at what has been released by Dell, what is the latest update, and it's going to present those updates to you in a single pane of glass view where you know exactly what updates apply to your gear, how many PCs need that update, and then it gives you a really easy user interface to select the updates you're ready to install, and you can remotely deploy those updates directly from the TechDirect dashboard. The other benefit of using the Dell recommended updates is that it is going to incrementally step you up to the latest and greatest release from Dell while maintaining system performance and compatibility across the device, right? The last thing that we want to do is jump you too many revisions forward and cause some kind of performance issue, some kind of compatibility issue with the product. And so the advantage of using SupportAssist is that in a sense, it is a protected upgrade path and it is going to smoothly transition you to the latest update. The other option here is going to be your custom catalogs. This is a really great fit for customers looking for pretty rigid control and uniformity across the fleet. This is the ability to create a catalog of updates. So I'm choosing, I want specifically this BIOS, this firmware, this driver. Then the theory is that you would test, validate, and then publish that catalog across the PC fleet, right? So everybody is running a tested, approved, validated version of the driver or the update. There's no potential for different users to be on different versions, right? The other great thing here is that it is not pick one method and you're stuck with that forever. So if you have a subset of PCs that you'd like to use the Dell recommended updates for, and another set of PCs that you would like to use custom update catalogs for, you can pick and choose what best fits your needs and flip back and forth between those two methodologies at any point in time. Really powerful tool from a sense of saving you time and understanding what update is available for the fleet and then getting those deployed out across all the PCs. Austin, could you move forward for me? And I know Lou's touched a little bit on this, but the self-healing automation, it's here. It's truly incredible. A few more details is that Dell has scripts that are written and published by Dell, ready to go out of the box, right? I think today we've got about 65 scripts that are available. The blue screen of death remediation was one. We've also got scripts for self-healing thermal issues, battery policy issues, a whole slew of things to pick and choose from and apply to the PC fleet where they make sense. These could be incident-driven scripts in that the script is going to self-heal when the issue happens, like a blue screen. But we also do have more compliance scripts, right? So if we want to check and see, is my PC fleet being protected by antivirus software? What is the status of the TPM module? Is encryption enabled? Is it running? Various different things like that can be scheduled. Those could be a one-time run, those could be recurring runs, and you'd have the ability to say, let's run this once a month on all PCs, make sure everything is checking back. You will get a report back within TechDirect based on the success or the information that you've requested through these scripts. The other thing that I was talking about, if we don't have a script published that is something you're looking to use, you are obviously welcome to upload your own PowerShell script and utilize kind of the same functionality as the Dell branded scripts, right? And Austin, can you move forward? I've got an example here that I think is really powerful. So kind of the theme of today is Windows 11, the new PCs kind of transitioning, our fleet. And one of the biggest challenges is for my existing PCs, which ones are ready for Windows 11? There are some different system requirements, hardware requirements, things of that nature that the PC needs to meet to be able to upgrade to Windows 11. With SupportAssist, we have made that extremely easy. One of the scripts that is available is the Windows 11 readiness script, and I would say this is probably one of the most popular scripts that's being used today. In a nutshell, you would enable this script to run across your entire PC fleet, and it is going to provide back a report that shows exactly which systems meet the criteria. And if they happen to not meet the criteria, it is going to tell you the reason that it's not eligible for Windows 11 transition. So this is a really great, easy to use, out of the box solution for kind of checking and preparing for that Windows 11 transition. Awesome. Austin, and can you move one more for me? So I wanted to leave everybody with just a customer story that Phoenix Union High School District saw with utilizing SupportAssist. They had a really unique challenge in that their number of systems that they were managing tripled extremely quickly, right? So a lot more systems to manage, perform updates on, support from a hardware perspective, but they didn't necessarily have the ability to grow in staff as quick as the number of devices were growing themselves, right? So through a combination of Pro Support Plus and then TechDirect and SupportAssist, which I've been talking about, they had some really great outcomes. A few of the key ones were reducing the time needed to handle their hardware repairs by 50%, right? So putting in place that system to proactively and predictively tell them when things are failing, where things are failing, really saved time in repairing the systems and getting them back into the hands of their users. They were also able to support the triple number of devices without increasing their staffing. So that's huge, right? I know multiple people have talked about the complexity and the less time that we all have on our hands. Again, that is the goal of SupportAssist. Make this as easy as possible to do the most with what you have today, right? And the final thing here that I thought was really cool that Phoenix Union saw was they shifted away from reacting to failures to being proactive and predictive to their district's IT needs. So again, just thought it was a really cool story. We would totally expect to see similar benefits for your organization. And if you have any questions, please partner with your Dell Technologies team. We would be more than happy to show you a deeper look at SupportAssist and even help you get started. So Austin, can you move to the last slide for me here? If you're ready to get started, learn more about TechDirect and the SupportAssist capabilities, you can visit tdm.dell.com. This is where you can register to access the download for SupportAssist and get started. Thank you so much. I will hand it back to you, Dennis.